Good morning, Skelly. Well, I mean, of course, the main role is to assist the president, but I mean, that's pretty obvious. Also, I think to keep some order, make sure no one's really doing anything wrong, and yeah, the main role is really to assist the president. So that's what I think the vice president's main role is in the United States.
Did you answer your question? I wasn't listening to your response because I was interrupted. Mr. MD Bro,
Yes.
you finished the answer to your question, correct? In your opinion, what role does your position serve in the United States?
Um. Well, it's basically to assist the president in his duties and to make sure everyone's staying in order, no, not doing conflicts or anything like that. So I think it's mainly to assist the president and to keep order.
Okay. This next question is, what is your opinion on the proxy vote crisis, where MRTI's own Captain Chimpy faked votes, and if he did not leave the UC, would you have supported an act of punishment?
Well, I saw it happen firsthand because obviously I am a member of the Green Party, and at the time I was a member of MRT International. So I think he made a mistake. I think I don't know if it was really we should have given him discipline necessarily, but definitely a warning to not do it anymore. And yeah, I think I just would have left it at that.
Okay. The next question is, well, there are a couple non-serious questions submitted, and I would skip them if Mindman was here, but since Mindman's not here, we might as well fill the time. This question is, do you like pie?
And of course, the answer to that question is yes. I do like pie.
Okay, the next question is A, B, C, or D?
D.
Okay, here's a serious question now. Could you go into more detail about your plans to form the roads committee?
Well, I think the problem with the roads committee was I believe there was a problem with the request form. It was Vern Cow got a little upset because he thought he was entitled to a road as he sent a request in. So I think they have to figure out a more of a better way to organize the different requests, and I'm sure they're getting a lot of requests for roads. So I think they have to organize it a little better, and yeah, that's basically what they have to do.
I'm just gonna jump in here. I'm just gonna jump in here because I didn't submit but I'm just going to press a little bit more. How exactly would you organize the roads committee form after Verncow? What do you think was wrong with it, and how would you change the process?
I think I don't know exactly what happened, but I think it was an issue with their form. Well, you remember Rose Committee, so I think that was the problem as I followed it. But he was getting pretty upset about it. So something has to change there. I don't know exactly what, but they should be able to figure it out. And yeah, to avoid further conflicts with other General Assembly members.
So here's another question. It was directed at only you. You stated in an MBS interview that your opponent, quote, wasn't the head of anything, unquote, even though he is the Secretary of State and is the head of the Department of State. How will you ensure voters that you know enough about the UC to hold an officer position?
Well, I think Secretary of State, I don't know, it's really not as much of a head role, it's more of an assisting role. Vice President and President are the main leadership roles, but in MRTI, I did have a bit of a leadership role. And I think I should be voted for because I understand the UC very much. I think, I see what we're trying to do here, and I think I could really help expand the UC and grow it and make it better.
Okay. And here's the last question that has been aimed at you. It was also put to mine_man_. What is your opinion on the Parks and Recreation Committee, and how will you fix it?
Well, of course, I'm a part of it, and I think, we're having problems. We can't get a lot of stuff done, and something has to change there. I think we're not really doing stuff. So I think something has to change there, and Fred's been complaining, of course, because we haven't been able to finish his Bakersfield Park, and of course we had a mass reconstruction of the Parks Committee with Camel leaving and Fred leaving. So I think right now we have to restructure the committee and just try and get those requests done, and hopefully we can fix it and get more done. That's the main issue.
Okay, and that's the end of the question. And I got AFK kicked. Anyways, that's the end of the questions that we have that have been submitted by the public. There are a couple others that were directed only to Mindman, but those have not. But Mindman's not here to answer them, so he will answer them on the wiki later on. They'll be released on the wiki for him to answer there. Now that we've ran out of questions, you can officially, we have no audience, so I'm gonna see if there's an audience here, but the audience will be allowed to enter queue to ask Mr. MD Bro questions one at a time. I'm gonna see if anyone who isn't in the Discord right now would like to ask questions. And it does seem like no one really is. Well, my man's here, so we might be able to get. Oh no, he left. Would look like my man was there at least for a second, so I'll see if I can get him. Well, I've only got a non-serious question, but I might as well ask it. Submerged Subway asks, do you like jazz?
I do like jazz, yes.
Would anyone else like to ask a question? Please, serious questions first. There's only one person who's listening in Discord right now. So Artie, if you want to ask a question, you can DM me and then I'll let you ask the question, or you can just DM me your question and I'll ask it for you. Does anyone else want to ask a question?
He is in the same party that I am.
I know that, but I'm just looking for an audience right now. And I saw my man pop in the Discord for like 5 seconds, so I think maybe he might be able to come on soon. Okay, here's a question from another question from Submerged Subway. Do you see Fumble ever disbanding the UC?
I don't think so, to be honest. You know, he gave us the warning, obviously. I guess that was 2 weeks ago. No, I don't see him disbanding it, to be honest. I think that his warning should be enough to keep us behaved, I guess. So no, I don't see him disbanding it. I think it'll stay around.
Okay, last call for questions. Well, I'll see if we can get my man on. I do not know if he's gonna arrive. Alrighty then. Well, since I don't think my man's gonna show up anytime soon, I'm just gonna end the town hall right here. My man can ask his questions on the wiki. They will be posted later on today or tomorrow. Don't forget to watch the President Town Hall at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. That's in about 5.5 hours, and the MRT News Report at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Thanks for watching. This has been a production of MRT News Channel.